Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today let's learn something about blood. We all know it is red and we need it to live. But this vital fluid that runs through our bodies does more than most people think. So what is blood? Blood is made mostly of cells and plasma. Plasma is the liquid part of the blood. Cells move and float in the plasma. Because blood is made up of living cells, it is alive. Blood needs vitamins and minerals to stay alive, and it has a life cycle too. So what is plasma? Plasma, as said, it is a liquid. So it is a yellow transparent liquid that makes up about 55% of the body's blood. Plasma itself is approximately 90% water. Hundreds of other substances and chemicals such as electrolytes, nutrients, vitamins, hormones, clotting factors and proteins make up the remaining 10% of the plasma. Now let's see what are cells. The blood cells, they are made primarily in bone marrow, the soft tissue inside our bones. Red blood cells, they are also called as erythrocytes. They carry oxygen from the lungs to the body tissues. When oxygen mixes with a protein called hemoglobin in red blood cells, it turns the cells a red color. They have an intended disc-like shape. Mature red blood cells do not have nuclei. The body has more red blood cells than any other type of cell. A red blood cell has a lifespan of about 4 months. New red blood cells are produced every day to replace those that have died or have been lost. The next is white blood cells. They are also called as leukocytes. They help fight infection. There are several types and sizes of white blood cells. Most are transparent and round. White blood cells typically live for a couple of weeks. If the body is fighting an infection, it might increase production of white blood cells. And then there is platelets. They are also called as thrombocytes. They are tiny oval-shaped cells that help stop bleeding by causing blood to clot. Platelets live about 9 days and are always being replaced by new cells. Now, what's the function of the blood? What does it do? The heart pumps blood throughout our bodies. As blood circulates, it carries oxygen and nutrients to our cells. It also removes waste. Blood regulates our body temperature and carries chemicals, hormones, and antibodies that control a variety of functions and help fight infections. Blood travels through the arteries when delivering oxygen and nutrients and returns through the veins. You need a healthy supply of blood to live. Your body is always making new supplies of blood. How much blood we have depends on our size and the altitude of where we live. The average human body has about 5.3 quarts, that is 5 liters of blood. People who live at a higher altitude may have up to 2 quarts more blood, that is around 1.9 liters. The extra blood is needed to deliver more oxygen to the body's cells. Blood makes up 7 to 8% of a person's body weight. Not everyone has the same kind of blood. Blood cells contain proteins called antigens. Blood types are determined by the presence of antigens. There are two basic antigens, A and B. A person with the A antigen has type A blood. A person with the B antigen has type B. If the person has both A and B, he or she has type AB blood. If a person has neither the A nor B antigen, he or she has type O. The Rh factors make the blood even more individual. People who have Rh antigens are Rh positive. People who do not have Rh antigens are Rh negative. If needed, blood can be transferred from one person to another through a process called a transfusion. Autologous blood donation is when a person donates his or her own blood for personal use at a later time. When a person gives blood, it can be separated into a variety of components such as plasma, red blood cells, platelets, albumin, and immunoglobulins. Blood banks collect blood from donors, screen it for infectious diseases, and separate it into components before storing it. Whole blood can be refrigerated for up to 49 days. Plasma and red blood cells can be frozen and stored for several years. As a general rule, a person who donates blood must be at least 17 years old, weigh more than 110 pounds, and be in good health. Blood can be donated every 8 weeks. One donation, the unit of blood, can save as many as 3 lives. Channel. Thank you and stay safe.